So I'm on the shore of Galilee, and I just gotta say, there is so much peace and tranquility and the presence of peace in this region. Jesus spent a lot of his time praying in remote places. And I bet you he walked the shores of Galilee endlessly for hours and hours, communing with his Father.
We spoke about one centurion when we were in Caesarea.
Oh yeah,
Cornelius,
yeah.
the first one who, accepted Jesus and all that. But now there is another centurion that is mentioned here in Capernaum, and we need to open the gospel. Be quiet, said Jesus.
So behind me is Peter's house on Capernaum for him to catch. That Peter says, "Get away from me. I'm a bad guy. I'm a terrible guy." And Jesus calls him to say, "Why don't you come with me? We're going to catch people." Remember, the mission statement had already been stated in the synagogue. And here's an uneducated, probably very rough around the edges kind of guy who Jesus has no problem becoming friends with and loving him. Not because of what he sees on the outside, but what Jesus sees in him. Jesus has a crowd of people now. This is the shore. Right there.
But that was when it happened.
And then up in the mountains. The Bible says that he grew in grace and wisdom. He learned how to communicate and love people. Not that he lacked any love, but he grew just like we are growing. And I want to learn from him. I love this. Co-crucified, co-buried, co-raised. Drink your Coke. Trust. Lean on. Be convinced that greater is he that's in you. why baptism is so important for the early church believers, is because they knew that to be baptized into Christ was to be united, to accept and proclaim their unification with him in his death, dead to sin, and now, as they rise up out of the water, alive to God.